I've never seen such a ridiculous way to build a skyscraper. Bluto hammered in nails with his bare finger, but Popeye went one step further. He turned his own hand into a hammer and pounded away. Bluto wasn't about to lose. He pulled out a magnet and instantly dragged Popeye toward him. Then he casually tossed him aside. To win the contest, Bluto started laying bricks, but the next scene left him stunned. Olive pulled out a bellows and sucked up cement. Then she sprayed it perfectly into the wall. At that moment, Popeye jumped in to help. Together they quickly finished an entire floor. Realizing he couldn't keep up, Bluto tried to cheat. He secretly poured a bag of softener into Popeye's cement mixer. Completely unaware, Popeye kept building upward. The next second, his whole building wobbled in the air like jello. Bluto laughed like crazy when he saw it, but Popeye wasn't shaken at all. He pulled out a jack and cranked his building even higher. At the same time, he grabbed an air pump and blew the house back into shape. Bluto wasn't giving up. He drove in with a massive crane. A giant wrecking ball swung straight at Popeye's building. It smacked into Popeye and knocked him off balance. The impact sent Olive tumbling off the scaffolding. She landed right on top of a jackhammer. The machine roared to life, tearing through the steel beams. Olive was thrown straight toward Popeye. The chaos triggered a chain reaction. In an instant, the entire building came crashing down. Just as Popeye was about to strike back, Bluto revved up a bulldozer and flung him high into the air. Meanwhile, Olive was still trapped on the jackhammer. Unluckily, she fell into a spinach cannery. The workers mistook her for spinach. They packed her into a can, sealed it, and tossed it onto a delivery truck. But when the truck swerved, all the cans went flying. Popeye cracked one open and ate the spinach on the spot. Instantly, he broke free. The next moment, he charged straight through a solid wall. Bluto hurled the wrecking ball at him again. Popeye snatched up a steel plate, whipped it around, and sent the ball ricocheting right back. Bluto panicked and bolted. Enraged, Popeye ran up to a nearby skyscraper. He lifted the entire building with both hands. Then he slammed it down right beside Bluto's tower. Layer by layer, he stacked it higher. Once the heights were even, Popeye scrambled to the top and left. The impact catapulted Bluto all the way onto his own rooftop. Then Popeye grabbed the steel beams and shook them hard. Bluto could only watch as his building flew apart, one floor at a time. Finally, Popeye twisted a steel bar into a giant propeller and blasted himself into the sky. He transformed into a steel drill and rescued Olive just in time. In the end, the two of them sat on top of the skyscraper, watching the sunset. Together they waved as Bluto disappeared into the sky.